In this video, we're going to talk about inverse of linear functions and a rational function. I also made another video about an inverse of exponential functions and logarithmic function. I want you guys to check it out. And but for now, let's just talk about a linear functions and rational function. So let's start with the easy one. Let's start with the linear functions. So if you got a question like if it is y equals to 2x minus 3. So as you guys know, this one is a linear function. But before we go to this question, I want you guys to understand one thing. There's a pattern, always there's a pattern with the inverse of all type of functions. And that pattern is all the time. If you are inversing the equation, it means that you are substituting x and y and also solving for y. So there's always two steps in that substitution, and the second step will be solving for y. So that's what we're gonna do over here. So let me demonstrate what I'm saying. So if so x is equals to, because we are substituting, because I write this x instead of y, so x is equals to 2y minus 3. Then when I fold 3, because I'm solving for y, so for that reason I need to fold 3. So when I fold for 3, so I get x plus 3 equals to 2y. Then over 2, then my answer will be y equals to x plus 3 over 2. So this is the inverse for this linear equation. So if you see the pattern, this is how we deal with the inverse of all type of function, substitution, and then solve for y. So now let's go to the second question. So let me erase the board and let's go to the second question. Our second question will be f of x equals to 3x raised to 2 plus 7. Well, this one is a little bit different because we got f of x over here and we also got an exponent. But all the time, if you see f of x, it means y. So let me write this again, and it means 3x raised to 2 plus 7. So this question is the same as this one. So now, let me follow the previous procedure, just substitution, and that is 3y raised to 2 plus 7. And then the second thing that I want to do is foil and solve for y. So I'm running out of space, so for that reason, let me do it over here. So uh, we got x minus 7. When I foil this one, I get x minus 7, and that is equals to 3y raised to 2. And then over 3 and over 3, and then my answer will be y raised to 2 equals to x minus 7 over 3. But I'm not done yet because I got an exponent over here. So I gotta get rid of this exponent. So how am I gonna do that? Is by I can multiply both sides by 2. When I multiply them by 2, I can cancel out these 2's, and then I'm gonna get y equals to x minus 7 over 3, the whole raised to 2. So now this is the answer. This is my final answer. But if I want to, I also can write this answer as y equals to x minus 7 over 3 in a square root. So I just substituted this to by the square root, so but it's still the same. So this is my final answer. So now we're done with the linear equation. But I want you guys to understand the two patterns. I don't want you guys to forget these two patterns. Just all the time substitution and solve for y. But what we did with this type of function, the only difference that we did with this type of function is we had an exponent, and then we canceled out and we just get this one. So this is so easy, and that's how we deal with it. Now let's go to the second. Now let's go to the second one, and the second one will be the rational function. So I got a question for you guys. That's the rational function question, and it is x minus 3 over 3. So right now, what I want to do, and what I want to do right now is I just want to substitute x and y because that's the procedure as I told you. So let's substitute, and then y minus 3 over 3, then over 1, and then we get a quick cross. We get a quick cross, and I don't want you guys to be confused. This one is a quick cross sign, and this one is x. So I want a quick cross because I want to solve for y. So for that reason, I got a quick cross because this is Well, this is a rational function, so we gotta quick cross it if it is a rational function, because that's the only way to solve for y. So when I quick cross it, I multiply 3 by x, and then I multiply, and I get 3x equals to 1 times by y, y, and 1 times by 3, and that is 3. Then when I FOIL this number, I'm gonna get 3x plus 3, and equals to y. So that's my answer done. My answer will be y equals to 3x plus 3. The only difference that we got with the previous linear equations is right here, this one is a rational function. I substituted and I followed this quick cross method because that's the only way that I can solve rational functions. So that's the thing that we gotta do and that we gotta add uh, within the previous steps that I told you guys, but it is so easy. Now let's go to the second question. Our second question will be y equals to x, over x minus y. Okay, now this one is a little bit different though, but I want you guys to pause the video and I want you guys to try it by yourself because we've done this type of equation previously, so you can't do it. So just stop the video and then try by yourself and then see if you get the answer. So now let's just now let's deal with it. So as always, just the procedure is x equals to our substitution, and that is y equals to y minus 1. This we got a 2x and we got 1y, so for that reason, I gotta substitute it, and I gotta substitute 2y's. I'm gonna get 2y's, but now substitute x and y's. But this one is different than the previous one because on this equation, we got two x's on the denominator and in the numerator. So, but in the previous one, we only got one x, and that was in the denominator. But this one is a little bit different though. But we can solve it. It is so easy. So this one is the critical section. And this one is the x. I don't want you guys to be confused. Now let's just multiply. When I multiply x by y, I'm gonna get x y minus y. Not 1. I'm sorry guys. I'm gonna get x times. When I multiply x times by y, I'm gonna get x. So sorry guys, this one is x. And equals to y times by 1, we're gonna get y. Now I want you guys to know this. If there is y over here and if we got y over here, we gotta match this. So we have to FOIL. If just let's say that this one is x and this one is y. Let me just write it for you guys. Let's just say that if this is like if it is like yx minus y equals to x, we still gotta FOIL because we want to match these two numbers, and it's the same as this one too. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna implement. So let me cancel it. Now what I want to do is just I want to match these two numbers. So for that reason, let me just FOIL. When I FOIL, I'm gonna get xy minus y equals to x. This one will be positive when I so now the last step is just always solve for y. So for that reason, I gotta divide it by x minus y and x minus y. So my answer will be y equals to x over x minus y. So this is my last answer, and this is it. And we're done with this rational function too. So over here, I want you guys to know this. I did x minus 1. I substituted by x minus 1 because I needed to substitute because I needed to get the y by itself. I wanted to get y by itself, so that's the reason that I substituted. I mean, that I divided x minus 1 and x minus 1, then I get this answer. So now we're done with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Then I got another video about this logarithmic function, how we're gonna inverse these logarithmic functions and also exponential function. And I hope you guys are gonna enjoy those videos too. And I also got some additional thing in that video that involves how we're gonna deal with the ln functions and also some certain type of logarithmic function. I hope you guys can enjoy that video too. And this video was also interesting, but this video was a little bit easy. So you gotta you gotta watch that video. So thank you for watching. Thanks for watching. So have a nice time.